Mark. All right, now we're back for another round of disc golf with Conrad here at Mosley Park in Stockbridge, Georgia. This is going to be the back nine here. We're going to start out on hole 10. Hole 10 is a par 3. They have recently changed up and added a different pin location. The yardage for that location should be roughly 350. I'm taking one of my lighter weight rocks here and throwing it out the gap. And it didn't quite get all the way that it was supposed to get. At least me out in the fairway. Come back with my new Cayman that I got from the Augusta Classic, and I love that thing. All the rocks in my bag are gone. I said rocks again. I mean the gators. All the gators are gone. The Cayman is there. The rocks always stay. See if we can get this tap in on the elevated basket here. And able to tap that in for a par. I really do like this new feature that they added here. Moving on to hole 11, it is a par 3, and this is the one that we call Skull Island. If you look at it from above, you can see there that it does look like a little Punisher skull from the sky. From this position, it's about 306. And it's not a huge issue now, but you see those two trees that are just beyond the car path there, they are slowly becoming an issue and getting in lines that you normally would have, and they're slowly taking them away. So able to throw my rock here and actually get inside, and whoa, hit a nice putt from a distance. I've actually tried to get to this make the green with my putter, and I have once before, but I wasn't able to do it that day. All right, moving on to hole 12. Hole 12 is a par 3, and I believe it is 271 is what it said. It has two different positions. This is the left position, and I normally would do a forehand or a turnover, but I didn't have my turnover disc. I'm sitting here working with an abbreviated bag again, so I threw my alternative, and it worked out. I was able to tap that in for a bird. Now 13 is one of the signature holes here. From the black tee, it does measure 1,029 feet, something like that, and that's the view from the black tees. I don't play it from the black tees unless it's a group of us and we're going to. For the sake of the video, I'm going to play it from the golds, and that is here. Now the fence that you see along the right side, everything to the right of that is out of bounds. And it does come into play a little bit more, maybe just in your mind than you think, when you're trying to get out there and bite some off of the distance there, because it is still 835 feet from that goal position. My first shot was with my glow turn, and I decided to throw it again, but I threw that one a little bit low, but it still was able to carry. I think I could have got a little bit further if I had it up in the air. So going back to that Cayman, the gator eater is what I'll call it. I don't know if Caymans actually can eat gators or not, but it surely did in my bag. Oh, came out so smooth like butter. Oh, nice run there. Yeah, behind this green here, you'll see there's a creek, and there is water in that creek that does come into play. So it's not a dry creek bed like some of the ones that we've encountered. So you can easily get OB in the water there. All right, let's move on to hole 14. Hole 14 does have two pin locations. This one is in the left, which is the newer location for me. In that location, it is only 273 feet. But it is just place where it's difficult for me to get on the green easily. I'm going with the K-beam here, trying to do a flex, but I put too much on it and it stays turned over. Now the bad news is that there is a creek over there and it does have water in it. It's the same creek that runs behind 13, but I did not quite make it to the creek. So I'm still in play, still good. See if we can just get on the green and tap out here. Throwing my Opto Pure. Too much angle and not enough go, so at least I'm a little short. Yeah, of course you can make the correction when you throw the Cayman. So left with a little tester here. If you've seen my videos, you know that this is truly a tester. It's never a give me at this distance. But I'm able to ring it up. So that is a 3. A nice par on 14. I do have to say I have gotten to a better routine with my putts and increased my percentages according to the UDIS stats. Alright, now we're moving on to hole 15 here. It is a par 3, 276 feet in this current pin location. There are 3, one of them I haven't played yet. It's a severe turn and outside of the woods. This one is just a simple hyzer shot, go straight and then go to the left. I went to the left a little early there, which is problematic once you get to the green, and you'll see what I'm talking about here. There's that tree. I don't know what kind of tree it is, but it's a nice bushy one that likes to extend out perfectly in the way of having a adequate putt. I am outside of circle 1, so that is on me, but I do have to navigate this tree. I was playing dubs here, I think it was the week before, the same week that we did the Toys for Tots, and I was able to hit a kneeling putt from a little bit closer than this, but it gave me the idea. Let's see if I can actually pull that off again with the kneeling putt. Oh, right height and everything, but just missed it to the right. And with that type of putt, if you miss, you're going past it. So still at circles 1 edge, having to do a straddle putt here and another air ball. Wow. So just one hole ago, we were able to hit what we thought was a tester, and then I went back to my old putting paralysis and missed with 2 major air balls here. So I went from a birdie look to a bogey look real quick. Alright, so let's get off this hole and erase that memory. We are going to move on to hole 16. It is a par 3, 249 feet. Again, this is going to be another turnover or a forehand shot. Me, I'm going with that same disc that I've been using. Just throw it straight and let it turn over on its own. And that did come up a little bit shorter than I thought, but it actually was able to penetrate and end up just about pin high on the green. That's my new routine right there. And it works. Just sit there and get my grip on my disc. Then take a brief look at the basket and go ahead and pull the trigger. Oh, you saw me tap in my Firebird throw there too. Alright, moving on to hole 17. It's a par 3, 348 feet. And this thing is it's a tunnel shot, and it's not very forgiving. There's not much ceiling. You got left and right, and even once you get outside, there's still not much room for up and down play. I take my Insanity here, throw it on a slide hyzer, and it's just the most beautiful flight that I've seen that disc do in a long time. Flips up, still moves over to the right, not too much, and then comes back to the left just inside circle 1. And new putting routine is working out. Able to get a bird there. That is a rarely got bird for me, especially on this hole. This was actually a very beautiful Saturday, and I was like the only one out on the course. So there were a few other groups out, but not very many. Moving on to hole 18 here. From the aerial, you'll see that there is a line that follows the entire fairway down in line with those trees, and it's just red clay over there and some trees. None of that is out of bounds, but it is like a natural hazard. So if you get over there in those trees, you may not have a decent lookout. And just FYI, you do have to be mindful of snakes that are over there on occasion. So I was able to throw my pure, that's my safe shot here. You see the other shots that I threw. Just to go straight up the fairway and don't really commit to a putt. At this point, I'm a little bit tired here. It's hot outside. Didn't have enough water with me, and this is wrapping up 27 holes of play at this point. So right now I'm happy to tap in for that par and walk off. So another great round at JP Mosley. Again, one of my favorite parts. The back nine was just spectacular with the long holes and the Skull Island and the obstacles that you have there. Next video to come will be from the alternative nine. So again, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you next round.